Hello, guys. My name is Father Serge. I am 42 years old and I have found my perfect partner. I married her last month and I've never been happier in my entire life. And it's not just a feeling that is fleeting. No, that's something that I know in my bones that she's my woman for life. And I've never been as happy as I am now, and I've never been as close with a woman as I am now. And I want to share with you what got me there, what brought me to the point when that I actually found the woman to love and to marry. By the way, it works perfectly for women who are looking for men and for the perfect man to become their partner. I mean, the perfect for you, not just ideal. There's nobody that is ideal, right? So anyway, several thoughts I want to share with you, and let me know what to think about that. I was married before. Actually, I have three kids, and yeah, I was married for like 12 years, and then I had a number of some relatively successful relationships, and I'm friends with most of the women that I was with, and like we're in good terms, and everything. But I was never really happy with them, and they were never really my uh, partners for life, right? And but certain things changed within me. Well, as my life progressed, as I learned new things, as I kept working on myself and changing and developing, I came to be who I am. And well, I don't know. I became ready to meet that perfect woman. She's not perfect. Yeah, she has her flaws and everything, but I love her dearly, and she's perfect for me. And I think that you can do it if you're in the place in your life when you've been looking for your partner that you who you could be with all your life and be happy and make her or him happy. Then I want to share with you my success story. And well, actually, a couple of rules, couple of things that I learned that anybody has to follow. Like if you want to find the person to love all your life and to be, well, your soulmate, yeah, and to find the perfect partner for yourself, then these are the rules that apply to absolutely everybody in this world. There may be some exceptions, but these are the exceptions that will always validate the rule, right? They will not contradict, really. The rule will still stand, and the rules are: number one, please live from within. Please have the courage to discover yourself, understand who you are, what your true beliefs, values, feelings, desires, emotions, your true self, and do not be afraid to live yourself. So you learn yourself, you understand what you really want from life, and you're not afraid to actually make it happen. Like I was with a woman who I thought I loved for several years. We lived together in her apartment with her children, and I was happy. Like I felt okay. I never wanted to propose to her, but uh, that was a good experience. But deep inside of me, I had the feeling I wanted to live in my own house. I didn't want to live with anyone in flat or even in a woman's flat. It was her flat. I wanted to live in my own house. And it was when I actually said to myself, okay, that's what I really want in my life. I want to live in my own house, and I want a woman who will be willing to join me and live with me in my house. It was only then that I actually became ready to meet someone who would allow me to live a different kind of life. So, who would say, yes, I love you and I am willing to go and live with you outside of the city. Well, our life is less convenient now in terms of the logistics. Yeah, it's harder, but we have to commute a lot, and the cars break down. But because I realized that my true desire, right, my genuine desire was to live in my own house on my own land, and I wanted to live with my woman there. That was my, like, it was something that I had no right to say no to. All right, this was something. This was not the area of compromise for me. It was important for me. when I said to myself, I'm not going to give it up. I mean, this value, right? So I'll be looking for someone who will say, yes, I will go with you. So when I became, well, serious about my true wishes, right? When I became, a little bit more categorical, and when I actually had the guts to, stand my ground and say, like, this is how I'm going to live my life. I'm not willing to compromise here, right? And this is something that really helped me. This is something that actually prepared me. This understanding what my desires are and saying no to the compromise in these areas. And yeah, it helped me, and it will help you. You just have to understand what you really want and live it. Don't be afraid to live the kind of life that you want to live. And of course, it is also about saying no. So one of the worst things that ruin, well, not only relationships, but this I don't know, uh, the the dream or the goal of finding your perfect partner is compromise. So what is important is the ability to say no. You're not good enough for me. You're not good enough. I know what I want, and I want to find that kind of person who will align, whose life and whose natural state or whose nature will be aligned with mine, whose values and goals will be aligned with mine, and I won't take anything less than that. That's very important. And like, how about you? Have you made lots of compromises in the areas of importance for you? Please uh, stop that. Just stop it, and it'll bring you closer to the happiness in relationship. It happened to me. I'm sure it'll work for you as well. Another thing that is super important for people who want to find their perfect partners is you won't believe it. Just be interesting. And the way to be interesting is to be interested. Like, you have to be interested in something. There should be things in life that you love, that you're passionate about, more or less. It can be sport, it can be traveling, fashion, music, learning, books, anything. You have to be interesting for yourself. If you think that you're not, like, I don't know, if you're bored just being alone, if you think that you're not good enough, so you're not the kind of person who is worthy of love, who can be loved, you're not interesting, and you're surprised why anyone would be interested in you, then there's a problem there, obviously. So you have to love yourself, you have to be interested in yourself, and you have to deem yourself worthy of other people's attention and their interest in you and their love for you. And the reason why people have this problem is because, well, there are lots of reasons, and I don't know, it's a wonderful case for some psychological study, right? A lot of it comes from childhood and other, well, past experiences and things like that. But this is not the purpose of this video, right? But what is important is we should be interesting for ourselves, and we should think that, by the way, it's never, ever anything objective. Like, I am objectively interesting, or I am doing something that can be objectively interesting for other people. I don't know, I'm studying bugs. Bug's life. I mean, do you think that Bug's life is super interesting for other people for many people out there? No. No, but if I talk about Bug's life or whatever my area of interest may be in my life, I don't know, anything, mechanics, I don't know, neuro linguistics. If I talk about it with passion, it's the passion that'll be interesting, that'll draw the people nearer. Okay, people love people, people need people, and people care about the passion, the energy, the raw human energy of people's passion. All right. So if there's something you're passionate about, and you can talk about it with interest and and you can pursue it with zeal, then you stand a chance of being interesting for other people. Well, there are other factors playing in there, but that's important. That's important. So if you're interesting for yourself, then you have a chance. You stand a chance. And once again, if you think that there is nothing in you or in your life that can be objectively nothing that can be interesting for other people, you're wrong. Because anybody, even the most plain and boring people in the world, if they get interested in something and they start enjoying themselves and loving themselves for what they're doing, they become interesting and attractive. They become instantaneously, they become attractive for others. Right? So that's just the rule of life. I've seen it in my life times and times again. Many times. It works. It works. If you love yourself, if you're passionate about something in your life, if you think you deserve it, and yeah, people just start saying, oh, that's an interesting dude. That's an interesting girl. I should check her out. There's something about her. There's something. So it's all about subjective emotion, subjective feeling, and we gravitate towards passion. That's important. So just stop looking for it. Just start doing something with pleasure, and people will like it. And of course, point number 3, please, please, be interested in other people. I mean, even if you love being on your own, if you love solitude and you're an introvert or anything, it's okay. Still, you're a person and you know what you love most in your life, apart from being on your own and doing your stuff. That's other people. You love other people. Well, the quality of the communication should be different. Maybe you're not a party guy, party girl. Maybe you enjoy a quiet, candlelit conversation, soul to soul kind of conversation. But this is something that you will really get a kick out of if you have a chance, yeah, to engage in that kind of conversation. So my point is that we may actively seek communication with other people and show interest in other people. And if we shy away from others, like we cannot expect others to want to get acquainted with us, right? Like how it actually works on the practical level, well, that's just a material for a huge seminar, several weeks of explaining and giving examples. And yeah, it's so I can build a training based on that. But that's just a point. uh, think about it. Think about, do you show enough interest in people around you? Do you talk to them? Do you want to build relationship with the people who are in your life, or deepen that relationship? And if the environment is wrong, so maybe you should go to point 1 and just say, to all of them, and go out, I don't know, go and start a new life somewhere. What do you think? So all these things, that understanding who you are and what you really want, and saying no to everything that is not good enough, that is not up to your standard, well, that's a good beginning. That's a good start. Then being interesting for yourself, enjoying yourself, your life, and showing some interest and being attracted by other people. These are the factors that, well, made me happy and helped me find the person that I am with now, and I will be with all my life till death do us part. I'm absolutely sure this is how it's going to happen, and it's absolutely different from from the experience that I had before. So anything, any doubts, fears, or when you just attach, super, well, a lot of significance, a lot of importance to getting married, to having children, or you just believe that something is impossible. All these things that I just mentioned, they are huge roadblockers, and this is something that, well, you take inventory, yeah, take stock of all the things that are in your head, all of the thoughts, all of the feelings. And when you lay everything on their shelves and you understand what the situation is in your life, within yourself, that's a good starting point. Even if you have done nothing about it, but you just understand the nature of the problem that you're in, that you're with, well, that's a good starting point. All right? So, tell me what you think. That's my experience, and I'm very happy that it worked out for me. But it didn't work out because of some magic. It was because of some analysis that I did. It's because I learned from my pains, I learned from my mistakes, I learned from all experiences that I had, and I kept believing that that would come the time when I actually find the person I would love forever. And the same can happen to you, right? So just make sure those roadblockers are at least, well, comprehended by you. You're aware of them, and you make persistent and well, consistent and well, serious effort in order to, well, get them out of the way. Those roadblockers, those fears, those doubts, that being fixated on some goals, because it's about the energy of enjoying yourself and doing it for the process, for the pleasure. It's all about pleasure, guys. It is all about pleasure. Believe in it, practice it, and it'll work for you, I guarantee. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. There'll be more videos like this coming out. And yeah, tell me in the comment section what you think about it.